ChavezzSlovakia, how you guys doing, man? So we're back on the gaming channel now with AGDQ, games done quick. I don't know if we ever got to many last year. I think we just did The Binding of Isaac last year. But, so we saw Castlevania, like miscellaneous items that are definitely not enemies, right? And, let me fix my collar. And there's a speed run of it, actually, during AGDQ this year. So I thought this would be a great time to actually see the game be played, because I'd never seen it before. So that's what we're going to do. This is done the Castlevania set on the 7th. So we'll try to get this up as soon as possible. But this guy will get started. I think it says about 20-minute average for the game or something like that for a speed run. So I don't know how much of it we're actually going to get to see. But I definitely want to check it out. So, and we're getting some really good suggestions for games and stuff, guys. So please keep those rolling through. I really appreciate it. And just waiting for these guys to kind of get started. Oh.
Different Soten from what you're probably used to.
Okay.
It's not the original PS1 version, which me, Rom Scout, and Rain of Soten ran all the way back in 2011. It's not the 360 version. It's not even the Saturn version. This is on the PSP via Dracula X Chronicles, and there are going to be some unique differences here that we'll explain as we go along. So, timing starts on first movement. So I'll
let's do it. So that's a little intro. I think we missed part of it, but 16 minutes. Actually, it says it's going to take about 16 minutes to get through it.
Starts to move. It should be. Yeah.
Oh.
Wow.
Oh, okay.
Already some jank at the
I was about to say, it looks like
that's the warm-up.
It looks like you had a little bit of hard time starting
The game
there.
looks very similar to what you're used to seeing as far as Symphony of the Night goes, but it actually plays slightly different to accommodate being made for a handheld. There's like a weird amount of buffer in pretty much everything that you do. So it feels slightly different.
Yeah, it also sounds very different. That's usually people's biggest complaint.
Yeah.
All the cutscenes were actually redubbed, yeah. And it doesn't sound at all like the original. But,
he beat the shit out of that starting ball.
That was actually a really good quick kill once you recovered from the start. But yeah, I forgot my train of thought now, but it's fine. We can go on with the game. Like every other category of this game, you have to skip death at the start to keep your equipment. You might be used to seeing a real elaborate setup, but he didn't get a neutron bomb. He didn't even really need a heart refresh that time, but he's gonna be doing something so intense. We better let him concentrate when he gets there. So,
yeah, look at this.
This is shield dashing for those that haven't seen speedruns of this game or haven't seen one in a while.
Yeah, I haven't seen one in a minute.
You can cancel the backdash by using the shield button, and there's no cooldown
Every
time.
time you watch fucking speedruns, there's some comedy shit like this
happening.
happening.
Fast part of the backdash over and over again.
In Dark Souls 2, when you do the Dark Souls 2 speedrun, there's a glitch that makes you run at like 400% speed and lets you glitch through walls and shit. So, but it's for like a 3D game, not like a side scroller. So for
got it,
nailed it.
First try.
So
that was nutty.
If you own the PS4 version of this game as well, that just came out, you can also do
with
that
the cutscene there.
all you have to do is walk into the screen and hold the triangle button.
You could also just walk out.
You can also just walk out, yeah.
Yeah, I held left just to save some frames.
Yeah, so all you have to do there is just leave the room and that's cutscene unloads.
So you see how like lagged out his commentary is of what's happening on the screen? Like the guy did that shit like 40 seconds ago.
This would be a good time to read some donations, Mike.
Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, this shit looks a lot similar to the last Castlevania games that I've seen.
$250 from Swag Dracula, who says the Lord of the Night could only start
I mean, this shit is just incredible.
Dedicated to
I
his
take so
honor.
much time when I play video games. It's always so impressive for me to watch these guys. And this guy, I've seen him run before
from an
a
anonymous donor who
Castlevania
says,
game.
What is a speed run?
So I'm
A
interested to see
miserable
what the
little
differences
pile
are
of
between
button
this one
but enough talk.
and the
How
other ones
about
that he's
you?
run before.
Good luck to all the
We
runners
haven't
and
seen,
greetings
like-
from Bavaria.
We've only seen one boss fight so far. And we're in second area already, so.
We have a friendly $25
I'm kinda-
donation from
I always love to watch them
Good luck in
glitch
your
out their
runs,
boss
Tori.
fights. That's the part I think people relate to the most.
Okay.
Yeah, since Satori skipped the death cutscene, he's playing through the game with all of the overpowered equipment that you get.
Yeah, he just fucked him up, dude. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
He's definitely not meant to do that much damage that quickly.
Yeah.
All right.
This is going to be a really weird part of the run. So, you've probably never seen a Symphony of the Night run that saves the game at a GDQ before. But I promise it's...
So one of these boxes is going to lead him to a boss fight. One of those save things.
To the handheld version, because especially at the time, many handheld games started adding that. But because many handheld games had just started adding it, they made a few mistakes with it. So we'll be abusing those.
I know there's also like a couple of items I'm waiting for him to get.
It's a little bit of a complicated setup what he's going to be doing after he enters the marble gallery, but...
Okay.
Yeah, I don't think even we really understand what's going on, but...
Well, it's kind of...
Okay, he's like resaving for some kind of glitch, must be.
Let you see what happens first, and then I'll explain what it's actually doing after. The end result is it's in glitch state right now, but after this,
give me something.
Saves again.
Wait, he just fell out. Look, he just fell out.
I was on the floor there.
Yeah.
Don't worry about that.
Yeah, you don't need to worry about that.
That's a common.
Now I'm in this floor. Now I'm up here.
Yo!
So this is where the gravity boots are. Normally you would not be able to access this room without having to back.
Yo, he just skipped like so much in the game.
Like 10 plus minutes in a normal run. He's been here under 5 minutes. So, and he's already able to access the mist, which is needed for getting the bat. But so yeah,
what is this madness?
I think
I'm
by
saying
a good
though,
3-minute margin, the fastest
Zelda, is that
ever
you?
had at a GDQ. So.
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe we're not going to get to see as many boss fights as I thought. We just skipped a whole other floor.
Anytime there's a loading zone, if I'm correct, if I'm speaking correctly, that's how you're able to activate this glitch and go out of bounds doing it, and then it
rebound stone.
Yeah, so you quick save after coming through a loading zone, and then you can either rename the file or do some shifting of the files, and yeah, like he's renaming it right there. And what it does is it rewrites the load that you're attached.
I could not tell you what he just did in that menu. He said it.
Just stuck
I didn't
next
see him
to
do
the
it.
boss screen in this case.
Yeah.
It's in glitch state, so you wouldn't be able to walk through the boss screen right now. But in the other case, it attached him in the Maria cutscene. That's right in that clock room, and so.
Yo, he's fucking moving.
There conveniently, and he was able to get the gravity boost. And he does, again, he is in a glitch state right now. If he actually used this library card right now,
yeah, it would be glitched out, right?
He'd be spawning out of bounds somewhere, and we'd probably have to restart the run. So he actually enters a save room, and it resets the game to a normal state again.
Just that easy.
So now when he uses the library card, he's going to go to the library as intended.
Ooh.
Sounds like it just replays the music, so it probably has something to do with that.
Yeah, I mean, definitely.
So where is he going this time?
Loaded when you're in that glitch state, coming out of the rename.
There we go.
And you can't do the shop.
So it's just like intended. So because he went through the room, I guess it just like reset it. So he actually went to where he's supposed to go that time. That's kind of cool. That is mad cool, actually.
Which you see in several of the other Alucard runs.
Thankfully, we have the shield rod, which, as you're going to see here, is very powerful.
All right.
If you use the shield rod in combination with different shields, it gives you different effects. If you do it in combination with the Alucard shield, it does this. So you walk into stuff holding the shield, and it gives you like 3 seconds of invincibility, doing damage on every frame.
And you have invincibility.
Hey, that's fucking comedy, bro. Yo, this shit is so broken. Yo, they broke the fuck out of this game, bro.
I purposely don't shield dash here just to save some MP.
Oh my god!
Yeah, whenever you hold the shield or the shield out afterwards, so shield dashing would.
And exclusive to this version of the game, when you pause the game, it actually cancels the shield spell. It's kind of like a small nerf, I guess, that they're doing on it. So you'd have to waste a little bit of MP again.
All right, so now they have the bat. That's a little backwards.
When he was on the menu there, he had 2 library cards.
Right.
And he's not going to unequip it right now, so you can kind of take a guess. Maybe you can have some fun at home.
Okay, so now he's going to rename the file save again to glitch the game out so he goes out of bounds again. So let's try to figure out what the fuck this shit does. I'd have to slow this down to see what he's doing in the menu, but it looks like he's just renaming and then resaving it. So he's in a glitch state because he did that, and now when he teleports, he'll be out of bounds.
Home.
Right?
Where are we going?
Chat? Okay. Check with chat, right,
The
chat?
clock tower? Nope.
Nope. Not
Inverted
clock
library.
That's pretty good.
tower. So it did work as intended. It did go to the library, just the other one.
Yeah, that's
So
pretty
we're in the
good.
second castle now, very close to the end of the game.
Yep.
There's no more bosses
Wow.
sitting between here and
Which is well
Dracula.
past the area I
yes,
wanted to
Shaft and
see.
Dracula,
So,
technically.
yeah.
But-
All right.
Oh yeah, Shaft, I guess, but we may or may not see him.
Gonna be in, oh,
Yeah.
a little late there, so.
Fell out of bounds, like completely.
Only wasted like a second there. But yeah, he was in the glitch state that entire time.
Yeah.
So,
And it was
he had
still in
to quick-
effect.
He had to quick save in order to put himself back in bounds
On,
here.
yeah. Okay.
All right.
How, are the Jacobones gonna cooperate this time?
Yeah.
Smack! It's always so weird
Yeah,
to see
those
what
guys
parts
have
like
a lot
they
of
have to
balance
take
in that.
slower,
Jump
what
off?
parts
No.
have to go
Jump off. There
faster
we go.
in. But
That
you
was
see, like he's
He
even
doesn't
calling the guy
have,
jumping off there. Like they have shit down to the science, man.
Unlimited mana prisms.
Yeah, and he's also at level like 8 or 9 usually, I think, at this point in the run. Usually in like in any normal 8% or even in all bosses, you'd be over level 20 by
He's
this
level
point. Oh, like
14.
14.
Unless
Yeah.
you killed a couple schmoos or something.
Yeah.
Schmooze.
So
All right, he's going out of
yeah, but
bounds
either
again.
way, he has like way less MP than normal, so he has to be pretty conservative with it, and that's actually part of the reason why he's doing another warp here,
Yeah.
because instead of having to wing smash all the way across the section, he's now going to get to a wrong warp to another part of it.
Yeah, this is probably the least major quick save warp.
They all
You
seem
only go a
major
few
to me,
rooms
man.
forward, but it's enough to be worth it.
Castlevania, the Moonwalk edition,
The
bro.
other thing
You're
that's interesting
stupid.
about this
You're
version
fucking
of
stupid.
of Symphony of the Night is you don't have the infinite wing smash that you do in a lot of the other versions, where you can just keep chaining wing smashes over and over again.
The Symphony of
Still technically
Moonwalk.
possible, but extremely difficult to the point
Ooh.
where most people can't get it
But he's like
reliably.
leveling up every person. That's how you know he's like
top
under
players of
leveled.
the game who've done this for years. Like on this version specifically, they don't even bother trying to do that technique.
Even
Man,
though
that
he still
shit's
has,
clean 'cause
like,
he fucking
really
died
good
there.
armor, since he's a low level, he has to be really careful in this one. Because
Dude, that's what I was
those guardians
saying.
can
Like,
still kill him.
you will fucking die. You're so under level. This shit's so
Alright, and
risky
we're
here.
coming up on pretty much one of the last tricks that you're going to be seeing here. How would you describe this?
Oops,
Yeah.
no MP.
You have like
Okay.
6 or so minutes left, it looks like.
So when you cancel a save in this version specifically, you
Oop, it did the shift thingy.
Yeah.
there's some luck involved with this, but when you do this, it's actually randomly opening up a small gap in the side of the screen, and so eventually he'll just fall through the floor if we can get the game to cooperate enough.
So
you
it's
could be
not
doing a lot
working.
more save cancels to open it up, but that's slow, so you don't want to do that.
There we go.
Yeah, and you had to,
there it goes.
perfectly time the
There it
transformation
goes.
there.
I love
And
watching these,
normally,
bro. It just
floor would zip
it
you
looks like they're
downwards,
doing
you'd be right
nothing,
into that
and all of a
guardian,
sudden
but,
he's
You
somewhere.
had to perfectly time the bat transformation so that wouldn't happen.
Yeah.
Yeah, here he's just flying left in the ceiling.
Okay.
Due to not having the infinite wing smash, he can't just do wing smashes, which is significantly faster.
Yep, and there you go.
Yeah, doing that, we don't
Ta-da!
have to get any of the relics, and we're coming up on Shaft and Death.
And we're not done with tricks yet.
Damn.
Just in case you're wondering.
So we're not
There's
seeing any fucking
one more
boss
thing
fights in
that we
this
can
at
do with
all.
Shaft, which is actually a holdover from the Japanese PS1 version. Go up here and wing smash in a specific spot. Oh wow, that was really
well,
bad.
that's fine.
It just dropped my down
Just
input.
adds a couple
Okay.
seconds.
Yeah,
So he must
this
have
guy
missed.
can be
He
skipped,
probably was
but
trying
it
to
is pretty
skip this
precise.
boss
Sometimes it
fight
just
here.
randomly doesn't work.
Well, at least we get to see one.
Yeah.
Can do it
Oh,
live.
okay. Never mind.
They did get it right.
Never
It just,
mind. Not
backdashes
really.
into the corner and then skips the fight.
Yeah, the loading zone is somewhere weird.
Fucking
for that.
spectacular, dude.
Yeah, they put they load for Dracula and just despawn it normally when the cutscene plays. But if you don't load the cutscene, then like Dracula's load is just sitting there.
We are
Incredible.
coming up on time very soon. This is the final fight, and with the Alucard shield, it's going to be
Yeah,
quite
not
trivial.
much of a
Pretty
fight.
easy. Rip bitrate. Time.
Wow. That is so fast.
Oh, sub 13, awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah, I think that was the fastest Alucard run we've had in a marathon by like,
large margin.
like
Yep.
4.5 minutes. Or
Wow,
something.
yeah,
by a
that's
good margin.
incredible. They
Yeah.
run Castlevania games every year on AGDQ.
So I love,
so if you like the series,
I'm
like
very
watching the
thankful
series,
GDQ,
make sure that you
was
tune
able to
in. They usually play it like a
show
weird
this
time.
off. I
This is the
definitely
first time I've been home to
you know,
actually
because
see it
PSP
in
is so,
like
lesser
2
well-known,
years.
I think this was
So
cool as, like, you know, like a
so
party
shout out
trick
to
kind of
Satoru.
thing.
He did fucking
And just
amazing.
to, you know, learn more
And
about
make sure I'll link the live stream in the description. I'll link him in the description so you can watch him play. And that's amazing, man. I'll holla.
Easier than
Peace.
normal 8%. If you did want, just dip your feet in.